Hello and welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the RDA. This is your Manchester United vs Villarreal match reaction, in which it's another day, same story. Individual brilliance, moments FC. Ronaldo's the goat. De Gea's masterclass. Alex Telles won the goal. Villarreal created way more big chances than us. Tactically, we didn't look good once again. But this man, yes, I'm wearing my shirt upside down. That's on purpose. I can tell you that much because it's the only thing that's making me happy about Manchester United at the moment. So I won't lie, it's mixed emotions for me today because Ronaldo scores, we win the game. I take off my shirt in the lounge. I go see, but then it's empty inside. It's empty because it's just another game where it's like it wasn't good enough, to be honest. And yes, some people can say you can be overcritical. Some people can say you're just being negative, but let's be honest with ourselves. If it wasn't for that last moment with Cristiano Ronaldo, we were all going to be sitting here discussing a very disappointing draw. So, or even a disappointing loss because either if De Gea or Taylor slipped up today, it was game over for us. But yeah, we'll get into it. Subscribe if you're new, smash a like and all that good stuff. Mr. Maloto, I'm going to ask you about your thoughts on the game because, yeah, you know how it goes here. You haven't been here for a while, so, we want you to share your depression with us.
Yeah, guys, I'm quite annoyed to be honest because I went from a resignated, just don't care, chilled vibe, where I was like, same old. I can't with this manager anymore. To CR7 scoring, and I'm in a position where I am straight faced. I have no emotion, and that makes me sad because of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I've gone to a point where I'm feeling disconnected to the club that I love, and that's not fair. And that's not fair. And a lot of fans might say I brought it to myself, I'm overreacting, but I, I just can't with this manager anymore. I can't. Like I'm so over it, and a lot of United fans are going to ridicule me for saying this, but I wanted us to lose today. I genuinely wanted us to lose this game because I can't. I am so over it. I'm over the mediocrity. It's just not going to happen. There's a virus in our club. And whenever these type of results happen and we just let it happen, you know, we just we're letting the cycle continue. We're letting the cycle continue. And I wanted us to lose, and I won't be surprised if I feel like this in the next few games. And I know it's something bad to say. It's that thing that we never want to say as United fans. But I'm getting to a point where I feel like us them plaster the results is hurting the club even more. This guy needs to get out. He needs to get out because he's embarrassing us. He's embarrassing us. That's our badge that's on these players at the moment that is playing this football, this rubbish football, and they are representing us. And I am so sick of it. I am so over it. And yeah, I don't even want to analyze the game because we know what I'm going to say. Like you guys could say everything I'm going to say. You have said everything I'm going to say. It was a long ball, FC. We can't create chances in the final third. We can't use the ball in the final third. Ronaldo barely has the ball, and individual brilliance at the end. It. We could write a book on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. Every fan could write a book on Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, and it would be pretty much exactly the same because this manager is that predictable, and I am so sick of it. And I was just chilled and having a laugh, and I'm
Yeah,
more
if
annoyed
you, if
now.
you don't laugh, you will cry. That's just how it is. If you don't
I'm
laugh,
more
you will
annoyed
cry.
now because my team scored in the 90 something minute, and I'm not happy,
Literally
and I
95
just don't
something.
know how to handle that. I just don't know how to handle it. Can you guys see me? Because I'm green here.
No, we can't see you, but we can hear you.
Yeah.
Okay, let me try to fix it quickly while you
Okay.
guys
Well, yeah.
give your
Before
opinion.
Clay says, about that thing about wanting Manchester United to lose. Some people say, Ismail to saying that just because he wants to be proven right. But like, if you're new to the channel, you know Moloto was only in last season. Then we lost the Europa League final, and then his opinion changed. I can relate to an extent. I know lots of people will be very negative towards Moloto or just that opinion in general because some people on Twitter are like that. Some people just don't understand how can you support the club and want them to lose. It stems from toxicity, frustration, I guess.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like I said, if it wasn't for Cristiano Ronaldo in this team, I love the players. Don't get me wrong, but Ronaldo is my favorite player of all time. So obviously, I'm gonna be over the moon that he scores, and obviously, I'm happy that United won in general. But like Malota says, I agree with it. Papers over the cracks. And I'm not gonna tell Ollie inners or Ollie sexuals or Ollie outers or anyone how to support Manchester United because I hate those type of fans who say that if you're spreading negativity after today's 90th minute winner, go support another club. I'd never tell you to go support another club, even if you say Ollie's taking us to the promised land. You'd be like, let's have a conversation about it. Do you really believe that Ollie will take us to the promised land? And if so, what? Give me your reason, and then I'll give you my reasons why I think not. And that's just how it should be. So I don't think anyone should hate on it. Is it right? Everyone's got an opinion, so it is what it is. But yeah, Clay, your thoughts on today's game?
Yeah, I think Mo to put it in a nice way. It's just starting to feel a little bit disconnected from the club because it genuinely does just feel like things are just going south. Things are feeling a bit toxic, and it's just getting to the point where, again, we can write a book on Ollie, and I don't even think it'd be enough pages to be a book. We'd be lucky to get an essay out of it, in all honesty. Like that would be able to pass our history matric with that kind of level of words that we're going to use
Yeah,
to
I
describe
got
Ollie's
an A in
football.
history. I
Yeah, exactly.
definitely.
We're not going to meet the word count,
Yeah,
I
I don't think we're
promise.
gonna meet the word count if I had to explain Ollie's philosophy of football.
It's just something that's been so frustrating, and a win for the club is a win for Ollie, and that's the point where it starts to become toxic because you start to put them two and two. They're the same thing. The club wins, Ollie wins, and then Ollie's getting all the praise for a win, where it was just a shithouse Ronaldo goal and a moment of brilliance from Alex Telles, who's probably never going to score that goal again in his career. That's probably the last time we're going to see Alex Telles hit a volley on the edge of the box and to go in. So I, I'm very frustrated, to say the least, because I'm not so much at the point where I'm very upset that we lost, that we should
Yeah,
have
I mean,
lost.
like, yeah, we got the 3 points.
Yeah,
Champions
like
League
I
for
don't
us.
want us to lose yet. I'm not at that point just yet. I understand where
We
it's
can't
coming
have it
from.
both. We can't
No.
win and get Ollie fired because that's just never gonna happen. The only way
Yeah,
Ollie gets fired is if he
that's
loses
kind of where it
games.
comes from. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
If
that's the
Yeah,
only
we're going to
reason
the
start
why.
thing
losing
is,
games, it's a loss for Ollie, and
Yeah.
therefore we want
yeah,
That's
the
why people
losses
want United to lose
against them.
because they
Yeah,
honestly they're just so done with Ollie that it's like, fam, we're
definitely.
winning games like this and people are going over the moon. They're singing Ollie's at the wheel. We back, United are back. Just back the manager blindly, just back the club blindly. And like I said, I'm not gonna tell you how to support United or whatever, but yeah, that's just how people feel. And
the
like I
thing
said,
is,
there's no other way. Ollie isn't gonna get fired unless he lost this game and lost the
yeah,
next one and the next one and the next one.
Probably.
That's the
Yeah.
only way then he could get fired.
it's gotten to a point. I mean, like, it's something that you guys have been saying for a long time, and it's it's going to catch up with us. We might have gotten away with it today, but 2 weeks from now, 2 months from now, we're not going to be able to. And at this point, I feel like it might be healthy for Manchester United to find themselves in a bad situation in the Champions League, in a bad situation in the league, because this virus that's going to affect us more along the long term will be gone. All is a virus, and he needs to get out.
There's that, and then there's some option where people are just like, if you're able to play Ollie's side, is just hope that he fixes it. But I'm not saying that because I just think we've got enough evidence to see that he doesn't want to fix it, nor that he will. He said why he picks Fred. He said why he makes the decisions he does. You've seen today, I don't know if you've seen him a lot, I sent the video on the group so you can check it after the recording, but I showed Donny's reaction to when he's not getting brought on. Today I felt like, you know what,
So,
I don't know about you guys, but it actually felt like Ollie lost some of the players today. Like, I don't know. It just did. They don't look the same anymore. They don't look like they want to fight. Obviously, Ronaldo's goal at the end will lift anyone, and the atmosphere at Old Trafford in general has been on the up since Ronaldo has come. But it just don't look right. It doesn't look as the old times where it's like, okay, these players are fully behind Ollie. I seen Ollie after the game, cheering, celebrating with a big smile as he always does, running to Paul Pogba, trying to give Pogba a hug, and Pogba just pushes him away like, fam, it ain't you. He goes and celebrates with Ronaldo afterwards. He's very happy with Ronaldo, but like when Ollie came, he was just like, nah, I don't know who you are. I don't know what you think this is. I'm not having it. And Pogba, I think, is my biggest popular opinion with him is because I would be Paul Pogba in this situation. If I was a neutral, if I didn't love Manchester United Football Club. That's always why I say I back Pogba's decision. If he doesn't want to sign that contract, I will not blame him because at the moment Like when you're doing these things like this, yes, he got to play in a free world today, but he got subbed off. We played long ball FC. You know, it's overall just not good enough, and he knows that. Paul Pogba knows that. You know, so I feel like Paul Pogba
Like-
in a way almost. It's like, yeah, it's great that we're winning. I'll sit it out for the year. Let's see if we can magically change things, but
Yeah.
realistically it's not gonna happen. So therefore, I'm not gonna put much hope and faith into it.
And it's funny because I was actually talking to my younger cousin about this, and as I was telling her, it was a bit funny because she was like, and it's worse because the people in charge of the club don't care, and I was like, wait, what? Do I vent that much? The little girl knows the situation at Manchester United. I just found it hilarious, but I was saying that I kind of feel like it's all in the players' hands now. They're the only people who can make this go away now. And we don't want players to do that, of course. Like we never like to see that. But if there's people who can stop the situation, it's the players.
Yeah.
If they go to quarantine and say we're not getting in to this training yard until that man is out of this club, you can't buy new players. The club is going to do it, and
I don't
I
think it'll
know
get
it's not
like
something
that.
you want to
Yeah.
see.
I don't
but
think
it's
it'll get
resting
like
on the
that. I
players.
think like
Yeah.
it'll just all be Paul Pogba situations. You know, we'll just be like,
I
I'm
think-
gonna run down everything. Bruno does want to sign a new contract. I wonder why Bruno don't want to sign a new. He's been contemplating. He says he's very happy at Manchester United. But I've said it when Bruno joined. If we don't win trophies, fam, Bruno's gonna go. Ronaldo will go. All these superstars that we love will slowly start leaving Manchester United. The Donnies, the Sanchos, everyone. But yeah, Claire, you're gonna say
Signing
something.
for Manchester United. Okay, so you can go first. I'll go after.
Yeah, I was just going to say today, players felt very frustrated very early on in the game. I think within like 30 minutes, Bruno was already frustrated. The game was over mentally with Bruno at that point in the game. I felt he's just lost it with how things are going right now. And I felt the same when Varane had his issue, where he had his little slip up. I can't remember exactly what it was, but it led to a shot. De Gea saved it. And it's just these players are starting to become a lot more frustrated, a lot more easily. And
That's what it
it
is.
kind of
Yeah, I
relates
think they
back to
get
what you're saying
frustrated more
before, yeah.
quickly now. That's what it looks
The
like.
dressing room atmosphere isn't the same anymore. Something's off.
Yeah.
It feels like he's losing players a little bit, and a little bit, and a little bit, and a
Old
little
Trafford
bit.
was dead for a big section of today. Until that Alex Telles wonder goal went in. That stadium was dead.
And like,
Craziest the stadium
things
was is when they
happen.
were booing Alex Moreno. That's what they were
Yeah.
doing all day. That's the most alive I heard the stadium.
So obviously we don't
these
care.
things
but,
happen. I mean, we've seen with Jose at Chelsea. Like once you lose the players, it's done. And we saw it with Pochettino at Spurs. It was finished because they just weren't responding. And oh my gosh, I was gonna say something really important. Now I forgot. Bloody hell. Maybe I'll
I mean,
remember.
just
You guys
off
can
that point, it's starting to happen.
I
Because
think
if
he
we can
hasn't
look
lost
up,
everyone, but I
yeah.
think Paul Pogba don't look happy. Bruno, he'll play his heart out. Don't get me wrong, but he's looking
Ronaldo's definitely being
frustrated.
frustrated. as
Ronaldo
well. I'd
doesn't
say
look
that.
like he cares, fam. He looks like he's just
No.
I'm gonna do my thing, and that's
Yeah,
it.
I think
I
I
was like,
think
I'm gonna do my
mentally
thing.
Ronaldo's. I don't think Ronaldo would ever show it. I don't think
Yeah,
Ronaldo would
Ronaldo
ever
will
show his
never show
emotion on
it,
a football
yeah.
pitch unless he like gets an unfair thing against him. He's not going to show his emotion.
Yeah, I don't think Ronaldo,
Ronaldo's
but
nice.
Donny today,
I think he's
Donny.
frustrated.
I have never seen Donny do what he did today. Man threw his jersey, he threw gum at feeling. I was like, nah. You see, when things like this is starting to happen, it's already it's a sign. It's a
the
sign.
end.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
like
shit's going
like I s-
sideways.
like I said, Ollie does have his favorites. Some of those favorites aren't good enough to keep him to the job, and that's just how it is, So
No.
I don't know, fam. I don't know, but it goes on. It goes on. Ollie ain't getting fired anytime soon. I was telling my one friend this, who doesn't support United, and he can't understand. He's like, why does Manchester United still employ Ollie? Every rival fan says, why do they still employ Ollie? And I'm like, that's just because of the Glazers, just how they are. Top four is enough. They don't really care about anything else as long as the checkbook at the end of the season keeps increasing, and United being as big as they are, you bring Ronaldo in, yeah? Bing, bada boom. Stock market, everything rises. They're happy. Ollie is living his dream job, so it is what it is. Nobody cares at the end of the day. Only people who suffer are United fans, and to be honest with you, the home-going fans, they don't really care. We've been 1-0 down. They sing Ollie's at the wheel, and I don't slate them for it. They're back in the club. They're back in the boys. If the fans don't sing your name, oh, it's late then. Oh, it's proper late then. If you don't get the support at home, it's proper late then for you. So I got no problems with it. But yeah, I just think
Actually,
we're in that period now.
I should remember
It's
what I
like
wanted to
you're
say.
either one extravagant or the other extravagant. And if in the middle now, you get a bit more abuse directed towards you, I think so. But yeah, you're saying.
Now, I actually remember what I wanted to say. I was gonna say, signing for United as a fan or person who cares about the club is similar to like when they say you don't want to meet your heroes because you'll be disappointed. And it's like these players, Ronaldo, Bruno, and Pogba. Pogba came to the club knowing Sir Alex Ferguson's Manchester United. Ronaldo, even though he's probably been following what's been going on, probably still thought internals was similar. Bruno, it was everything to him. He supports Manchester United, all of that. And you go in and you realize, what the heck is happening at this club? You know? And I kind of feel like that's why Pogba wants to go now. Because this thing that he loves, he starts to resent it a little, you know? And I don't know that's why Bruno's not signing a new contract. We're going to jump to those conclusions. But I kind of can imagine that's a similar thing Bruno and maybe Ronaldo to a certain extent, even these small few days he's been here, is going through, you know? Because it's just not what you want it to be, you know? And we got mad a few years ago when Klopp described us as Disney World. But he's right. We are Disney World. And I was reading a new Liverpool article today, and he was saying that there's a players committee at Liverpool where they have captains, you know, and I think there was 4 captains, and with Van Dijk going away, Klopp is refreshing it now, and he wants to add more captains because he felt like last season when people got injured, there was lack of leadership, and I'm like, what? Such a footballing decision. You know, when are you gonna say that Manchester United? No, us. It's just vibes. Oh my gosh. Oh my
It is fun.
gosh.
I don't know what they do in the training ground. Because, like I said to Clay, you know, before the thing, I was just like, do we generally get the ball to Scott, who gets marked out of the game? He passes it to Lindelof for a run, long ball. Who gives us to the fullbacks, long ball. That's all we have. That's all we have. Long ball. Then we win a free kick or penalty or something. Ronaldo, Bruno, Telles, whoever it is, go. We win the game. Everyone's singing Ollie's at the wheel, and when we there, like, oh my god. You know, so it is what it is. And the thing is, like I said, Ollie can win 90% of the games. But that 10%, when it's a trophy on the line, or when it really matters, bottle job. Bottle job. So, that's the only reason I'm all out. I was telling Marcus this also in the show. I said, you know, even with Ronaldo, you give him a CDM, give Ollie all the players, I'm not going to put money that Ollie's going to win a trophy. It's just how it is, you know. I don't back him to do it when it matters the most. He can get away with games like this, and he has, because the team is just that good. When you have Ronaldo, Pogba, all these players, they can pull it out their ass more times than often. So, but when it matters and they don't do it, and you need to get over that line, let's try for Manchester United. So
Which has happened in the past 3 games before
yeah,
now.
and it nearly happened today. It nearly happened today. So, but you know, United, they were really gonna win this game. You know, it's just how life is. You know, this is how United's been in general. You know, you go on this bad run, it looks like the end is near. Bang, bang, bang. Individual brilliance. Yeah, we're back. We're back. Come this weekend. We're getting a horrible run of fixtures now. Wouldn't be surprised Oli goes and United go and win all those games. 1-0, 2-1, shithouse, some draws here and there when it's City, you know. But it'll be enough for Oli. Then we come to, I don't know, let's just say we get knocked, like something like a FA Cup final. We choke it. And we probably won't win the Premier League. We probably won't win the Champions League. So it's another year where it's wasted. And that's my only issue. That's the only reason I'm frustrated. Because I just feel like we're wasting time. And like I said, you only feel like that because every United fan just wants what's best for Manchester United. And I don't have a problem. If you think it's Oli that's best for Manchester United and you think if Conte came in or Zidane, we'll just lose everything the United way, everyone will get frustrated, you know, backfire football, you know, it is like that, I'm not going to slate you. But then you shouldn't be slating other people because, like I said, Zidane's won 3 Champions League back to back. Conte has won trophies everywhere at school. Oli's been here for 4 years. We haven't seen anything. He's playing Jose football and he's not even good at it. So, yeah, inevitably, he needs to go. He does need to go, and I think his time will come. It'll just be inevitable. It's the most inevitable thing I can see is that if he gets fired. So, but it's gonna take a long time, a lot more suffering until we get to that point. And you know, if we lost today's game, it will probably speed up the process because that's like then it's like what? Excuse me, Oli, what's going on now? What is going on? That's 5 games, so 4 games, whatever it is that they've lost. So Yeah, it is what it is. But, man, we can speak about Oli the whole day, and we actually will speak about Oli towards the end of the show again. But let's get into the player ratings. Big Dave, he's back. Oh, he's back. Prime David De Gea is back. It's not a good thing, though. It's a good thing for De Gea. It's not a good thing as United fans, because that says everything about our football club at the moment. If David De Gea is pulling out ridiculous saves and he's saving us and he's being man of the match. So he's my man of the match today. Nothing to do really about the goal. Saved us from losing once again. I'll give him a 9 and man of the match.
Do you know, I don't remember this. I think maybe I was so focused on what was going wrong that I didn't notice that David Day was doing well. To be honest, I'm clueless. So I want to take you for your word for it, and I'm going to give him a 7. And no one else deserves man of the match. So, okay, maybe I'll give it to Ronaldo. So I'll give him a 7 and not man of the match.
Let me get
Okay,
this.
but can I give Ronaldo man of the match? What did Ronaldo do?
You wait till I get to
Besides the
Ronaldo.
goal,
Eh?
what did Ronaldo do?
De Gea made 6 saves, and
I think he had
he
100%
got
ball
an XG
distribution as
of
well.
2.6. He stopped 2.6
Yeah,
worth of goals tonight.
let's give David man of the match.
Okay.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. But yes, like you said, 100% pass accuracy. They're all in their own half, admittedly. 2 long balls, 2 accurate long balls. Yeah, that literally only one thing wrong with today's performance, and that's hitting a goal. So 9 out of 10 man of the match performance. Perfect. David's just David again.
Big Dave, huh?
And the one thing we always complain about him is that he was never commanding of his area.
Always,
I'm seeing him
yeah.
shouting every
He's
single time the
shouting
camera's on his
everyone.
face. The camera's on his face, I see him shouting. Every single game. I don't know what's changed again, but he's
Well,
back
he
to...
said that the signings of Varane and Ronaldo just made him hungry again to win stuff.
Yeah,
So
glad.
I
I'm very
think when
glad.
it's like that, so yeah, happy days. David De Gea is back, people. He's back and he's saving our ass.
And I know we don't like the whole bring in Hendo thing and that'll improve him, and it won't work like infield plays. But if you think about it, when you bring in a player like Henderson, it kind of exposes to De Gea what probably he struggles with. Henderson's very vocal. Hendo's distribution is better, and those are two things that it's not much this season, but 2 things that have improved already. So I don't know. Maybe we can put it to that as well.
Yeah, exactly. Anyways, we move on to the one of the fullbacks of which the fan base has been wanting. They've been wanting Alex Telles, they've been wanting Diego Dalot. They got them both today. Telles, I can't tell you, we waited long for that call, I can tell you that much. Since he joined United, we've been waiting for a moment like that. Of course, out of all the days Telles could have decided to do it, he did it today. Like I said, with Alex Telles, I always thought that, he's not as good as Luke Shaw. But if with given enough game time, we didn't really get to see what the real Tellers is. I'm gonna put it blunt, boys. Defensively, shambles. Going forward, we don't help Alex Tellers. He got an absolute wonder goal that 9 out of 10 times he will never score. And yeah, moment of individual brilliance. That goal is world class. And if it wasn't for that goal, I'll probably give you like a 5, to be honest. But because it's such a world class goal, and I've been desperate and I've been crying and starving for something from you, I'm giving a 7.
I refuse.
I know you
I refuse.
refuse. I know you.
Giving him a 7 is rewarding Ollie for individual brilliance nonsense. So thank you, Tellers.
Masterclass.
You know what? You give him a 7 for Eric Ramsey. That's Eric Ramsey right there.
To be honest, it is Eric Ramsey. That's Eric Ramsey masterclass, to be honest with you.
Yeah. So I'll give him a 7 for Ramsey, but defensively, ooh. Wow, Tellers is something else. Not just him, Dallo as well, but we'll get them. So yeah, I'll agree with 7. Good call.
Yeah, I think we're on the exact same wavelength. Dog shit master goal 7. Simple.
Yeah. Moving on, it's Victor Lindelof. It's a Victor Lindelof game, boys. What did he do?
Okay.
Was he playing today? Honestly, I don't know if Victor Lindelof was playing. You know what? I'll give him a 5 to be generous. I'm gonna have to clear some space, but yeah, I'll give him a 5.
It's strange how often this happens. It's like Lindelof just disappears from the pitch. It's very weird, but at the same time, it's not. He doesn't make us vulnerable. You don't see any glaring mistakes, so it's weird. But I'll agree with your 5. It was just it was an okay game.
I would just say average and go with the 6 and move on. It was alright from Victor. I didn't see anything wrong with it, and I actually saw him win a few headers today, which is kind of nice to see. But he just never
Our
wins headers, so it's low standards. It's average.
when I watch United defend, there's only one fucking guy I ever see defending, and it's this man, fucking Champions League Varane, defending all by himself every single fucking time the ball is in this box. Varane is there, through ball he's there, long ball he's there, interception he's there, distribution he's there. This man is just he's a real Royce centre back, you know. Besides that one slip up today, flawless besides that one slip up. So I'm gonna give, with regards to the goal, it wasn't at fault really. So yeah, Champions League Varane, I'm gonna match. No, I'm gonna give him an 8. Nah, screw it. He's too class. He's too fucking class, this guy.
And he's the only one you notice. Okay, you notice Harry when he plays because every time he turns,
we don't
he
notice him for
trucks
the,
struggling.
we don't notice him for the good reasons, you know.
P-bone, just
But yeah, no, Varane was alright. He almost finished us with that mistake. Yeah, and he does have it in him. He does have sometimes that.
When you're defending
lapse,
alone, it's
little-
gonna happen.
Yeah, little less, but overall he's a pretty solid defender. And yeah, I'll give him a 7. Decent game, good game.
Yeah. Again, Varane's been everything he's hyped up to be, but again, my big issue coming into the season with Varane was the consistency. And if he's just going to make those mistakes, it's the exact same as playing Victor and Maguire. But admittedly, he did make up for a lot of it. He helped De Gea a lot. If it wasn't for those two, we concede a shit ton more today. And it's going to be an embarrassment on Ali's name if they weren't here today. Only critique about Varane that I actually really noticed today was his distribution wasn't as good as I saw it in the first few games. I thought it was a bit lackluster today. Not quite to the same levels. I don't know what that was about. Or maybe I'm just inflating him because it was big wins where he actually played very well. So, yeah, I agree. It's a 7, though. A very good performance nonetheless.
I swear,
Premium.
Sergio Ramos would struggle with consistency in this team.
You know,
Because you're playing with no centre back.
the scary thing
Ramos
is
is
now.
running
Yeah, that's what I'm
issue.
saying. The scary thing now is I wanted Ramos over Varane, but I actually think Ramos would be a lot worse for Manchester United if he was here in this current team than Rafael Varane, because you don't have the pace like Varane, you know, and I just don't think he's willing to do what Varane does, you know. Ramos would
The
be.
weird thing about the season is we've actually been exploited more on the break and needed more pace. It's like teams learned how to play against us, and we just went Varane.
And Oli has also said
No.
to the defenders, go play in the half wing and we leave
Yeah,
Varane at the back. What? What are we doing? Honestly, what are we doing?
On that point, Claire's right. To make first team worse. I know it's a weird thing to say, but my first team worse this season.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
have faced
It's
it.
like defensively.
We've let in so many more chances where I've had to see
I'm telling you,
Varane
fam.
clean.
That's
It's
why we've
ridiculous.
also been noticing Varane, because he's always
Yeah,
under
'cause
the
he had to
situation.
clean up.
He's fucking
had
cleaning
to
up
do his
all
job.
the time. So yeah, we definitely worse
It
this
just seems like,
season.
Yeah.
like the way our midfield gets bypassed. It's like there's no one there. You know.
Today, even
it
Scott,
seems like,
Scott
okay,
wasn't
nah.
there today, fam. I refuse to believe Scott McTominay was there today. I didn't see this fucking guy do anything. This fucking useless piece of shit. But anyways, we move on to Diego Dalot. Hey, stinker. Yeah. Hey, he pulled out a stinker today. I can't lie. He pulled out a stinker. Like I said, doesn't get enough game time. He should get more game time. He deserved the chance because last time we seen Dalot, he was pretty good. At fault for the goal? Yes, he was at fault for the goal. Going forward, did he do anything? No, he didn't. Defensively, did he do anything? No, he didn't. And that's why Aaron Wan-Bissaka is still my number 1 right back. But yeah, not the lowest day, not his day. Oh, yo, I feel like I'm paying Lindelof tax because I actually think he was our worst defender. But I might be a bit harsh, but I give him a 4 because he's definitely at fault for the goal. Definitely.
People might say I'm being reactionary for what the comment
Nah,
I'm
you
about to
see-
make.
you
Because
see
I'm, I'm
that.
backing the
You
low.
see-
Never want to
you
see
see-
him
you
again.
see-
I'm ready.
I'm ready. I want to ready. Tell us, but you don't want to see him again.
I'm gonna back. I'm gonna back the low, and I still want him to play a considerable amount of games because I think he is good going forward. And even today, he looked comfortable. Yo,
There's not flops. There's
defensively.
not flops.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, that's great.
Defensively, man is nowhere, and like it scared me today how easy. I don't know if it was their winger, but man was just turning to the.
Danjuma,
It
yeah.
was miles apart from what Wan-Bissaka can do defensively. So yeah, no, I concede. Wan-Bissaka's number one fullback at this club. I concede.
Listen, I don't
And
blame anyone who
yeah,
hasn't seen it, but you know, it is what it is.
no, but I still want this guy to play because I do think we ran Wan-Bissaka into the ground last season,
No,
and
yeah,
we
for
can't
sure,
see
he has
that.
to play.
This guy's clearly good enough to play like against the Norwich, most of the teams in the Premier League. So he should get a lot of games. But against the bigger team, the Logans on the bench. So I'll give him a 4 as well.
We have a slight issue though, Mloto, that I don't know if it's brought to your attention. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's banned for the Atalanta game.
Yes,
It's a 2-match ban.
too much.
So I am terrified of what Delo is going to do against a strong attacking side like
I think they
Atalanta.
play the wing back as well, fam. So it's late.
They do. They play the wing backs
It's
and wingers.
fucking
I'm pretty
late,
sure.
I'm telling you, boys, and Ollie's gonna pull it off, guys. I'm telling you, I don't want to tell you. Ollie's gonna pull off this next round of fixtures, and he's gonna
Yep.
fucking win.
It's going to be a masterclass. And I'm ready for it. But
How do Atalanta play? Is it like all out?
Very,
or
very
is
attacking.
they-
All out
Back five attacking
no, it's a back
masterclass.
three. Don't even
Back-
try call it
it's not
back.
a
We know Ollie's
The
gonna do
wing backs
that.
are up.
Yeah,
The wing backs
are
are
proper.
up.
Yeah, they're
It's a
proper.
back
Yeah,
three.
they're proper.
We know
This
Ollie's
is
gonna do
Chelsea
that.
tactics.
Sit
It's
back
Chelsea tactics. They just go. They
They're
send it.
great. I seen like 15
Yeah.
minutes of them today. Yes, they're okay. They did a lot more to
They
young
are
boys than what we fucking did. That's for sure. So.
Yeah, they're a beautiful team to watch.
Yeah.
I'm
But then
very
again,
scared.
if I told you we're playing Fulham this weekend, are you gonna feel confident? No.
No.
So, exactly. So.
They're playing City or Fulham. I'm not going to feel
Yeah,
confident.
I feel more confident playing City, to be honest. So.
Yeah, I do as well. It's a crazy part. But Dallo today, I wanted to pull my hair out because I'm a big advocate for this kid. I really do want him to succeed, but he showed nothing today. He showed nothing. If you think Scott occupied his space today, what did Dallo do? He may as well have been one flag today.
late.
He was bypassed and bypassed and bypassed and bypassed.
The
He
low is
never.
Ollie out, fam. I told you, the low is Ollie out. Scott
Even the
McTominay is just
commentator.
trash. That's the thing.
Even the commentator was like, it's terrifying how easily the winger got past the low.
Yeah.
Like, it's
This
quite,
guy left Bournemouth, a championship squad, to come and dominate the low, okay?
Yes.
Dan Juma is not a top class player, but he's decent, you know?
But
he's
again,
decent.
to
Maybe
help
he
the
just
low,
played Dallo.
we don't fucking help him. Like, it's not the low's fault he was getting skinned today. Why the fuck are we getting skinned in the first place? Why aren't we
Exactly.
dominating the ball? Why is the low not terrifying their defense? Why are we getting terrified, fam? So, I don't blame the
Yeah.
low. I fucking blame Ollie.
I think it was such a shocking performance all around. We never attacked with him. I felt he offered nothing to this team. He may as well have been the corner flag. I'm okay with giving him a 1. He didn't exist today. He did not exist today.
like you made this point the other day. Dilo would probably work on the club. It'd probably be great.
No,
Be a
100%.
brilliant
He's
player
literally a
replacement for
Trent. He's a little Trent. He's a little Trent. He's fantastic going forward. He has
Put
no
Trent in-
defensively though.
Yeah, put
It'll
Trent
take
at
time.
United.
Put Trent in this United
No,
team.
It's over, fam.
Shocking.
It's the same thing. The exact same thing is going to happen.
Yeah,
tonight.
I think Delo is actually better than Trent defensive. That's over for us. That's over
Yeah.
for us. So, yeah, Trent is world class going forward. Don't get me wrong. Put him in this United team, I will finished. I will fucking finished. But anyways,
Let's be honest. Trent's a winger playing.
yeah, he's a winger. No, he's
Playing,
probably he's definitely a winger. He's not a right back. He's a winger for sure. But you know, Klopp makes it work, is it? So it is what it is.
Exactly.
Moving forward, we played 4-3-3. I can definitely tell you that. That's a good positive.
Yeah.
I liked it for 3 minutes. Then it didn't look like we knew what we were doing after. Then we were just long bowling. We might as well just fucking play. You know what Ollie needs to do? He just needs to say, fuck it, 4-2-4, long bowl the shit out of every team in the world at this rate. You know, freaking FIFA tactics
He's
out
been
here.
doing it though, admittedly.
Yeah,
Whenever
that's-
Cavani's come on, we've been doing this 4-2-4 shit that you're talking about. We've literally got like 2 in the midfield. I just got send it, Cavani, go.
It's
You're a god,
like
Cavani, go.
really be like that sometimes. But yeah, Pogba,
Oh.
love him on the free roll. Much better, I thought, you know.
Yeah.
Looked more into the game. Distribution was good. He was frustrated. And I don't blame Pogba. I don't. Because I'm exactly the same. I am Pogba. That's how exactly I feel. I'm like, okay, when we win, and if we deserve to win, I'm there. I'm like, you know, let's just think about it. Then we have games like this, and like, you see now, it's just like they're back to square one again. So, Pogba for me, definitely better than playing in a pivot. Didn't really have to hold McTominay's hand. Not like McTominay did jack shit for us today. But yeah, I'll just give Pogba 6. But that's how you need to use Pogba. That's the only positive I can really say today. Just let him there, leave him there. So
Yeah, no, I think Pogba improved Ole's style a little today. The style was horrible, so it doesn't really count for much. But it improved it a little because this guy's obsessed with the long balls. and we're always getting runners for these long balls, and no one picks them out. Pogba gets in the deep line position. He gets the ball, boom, first time. He gets a runner, first time, and it helped. It helped with terms of distribution from deep. So I guess that's a positive, you know.
We're peaking at
And
scratches.
yeah, yeah. I guess he should play Pogba there more often because as much as I, as much as I liked Pogba on the left wing for some time, kind of feel like we don't have enough of him playing there. And true, this season he hasn't really been playing there. He's there for like 2 minutes and gone in the midfield. So might as well play in the midfield, really. And yeah, he had a decent game. I'll give him a 6.
Yeah, I can agree with the idea that the system is exactly what we wanted from United. We have two players who can do fantastic in a free run position, can hit those long balls when we need to. And Pogba going forward is a different beast. We all know this. So when he has to stay back, it's not okay. And we all give so much shit to Ali for it. And today, Scott just sat there. He just made sure that Paul Pogba can free roam. That's all Scott did today. He was a
And he
placeholder to
still
make sure.
didn't do it right.
So yeah, I think Pogba. Yeah, I guess there's average. I think it's
Yeah,
6.
yeah, I think we're just so happy that he fucking wasn't holding anyone's hands today, and he could go up.
I'm glad he didn't have to do anything defensively because this man's a liability defensively.
Exactly. I tell you what, who was not playing today is this man. What? Hey, Scott, fam, what is? Oh, I don't know what he offers. You know, this is why we don't have a CDM. You know, it shouldn't be an excuse. But
Yes.
this is tactically. Why is Ollie not telling him? And Carrick, even Carrick, you got fucking Carrick right next to you, and you're telling me Carrick is not telling McTominay to drop away from the strikers, kick the ball, turn, release. So simple. Matic came on for like 10 minutes, fam. He came, he dropped between the strikers, he fucking got the ball, he released it. I was crying. Why Scott doesn't do this? Why he's not instructed to do this? Why he's so dizzy? I don't know. Ollie is Scott McTominay is Ollie on the field. That's what it was. People say Ray Keane was Alex Ferguson on the field. Scott McTominay is damn Ollie on the field. Sometimes it's great, sometimes it's a bag of shit, and often it's a bag of shit. So Scott McTominay, yeah, fam, you get a 1 for attempting CDM, fam. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Scott was back today. I don't know where he's been, but he was finally back today.
I was back.
And Carrick is not telling me anything because Carrick is busy raking his head of how we're gonna break down.
Fam,
the
Carrick listening to music. You must just pay attention. He's got earphones in. Fam. He's listening to music. He's done that.
He's jamming out. He's doing a video when we play FIFA. You just put it on, you just watch the team. You go.
Yeah. Look, all I saw was Scott today. So, whenever he had to tackle a player, I just saw the player get past him, then he's dust. That's it. Yeah, it was a recurring scene. That was it from Scott today. Besides that, nothing else. You know, he might as well take the left man on. And yeah, 1. That's 1 is also nice.
Alright, Mr. Scott boy.
Oh,
Tell us,
just
Scott,
look at some stats here.
No, if you don't back your own midfielder, there's no hope. There's just no hope then. There's no hope. If you can't back your boy, there's no hope.
Here is our DM, okay? Just. I don't want to actually say this. Okay. So he won 2 duels. He lost 3.
Nice.
He was dispossessed once.
Nice.
He was fouled once.
Nice.
He attempted 1 tackle. He succeeded in 0 times.
Nice.
He made 2 interceptions all day
Nice.
and 9 recoveries.
Nice.
That sounds like the best DM the world has ever seen, if I'm being honest. I've never seen a better defensive performance from any player.
One tackle attempted. Wow.
And he missed it. He didn't even hit it. Okay? He didn't actually succeed the tackle that he attempted.
Alright, Scott.
But for once, I'm in the position where I'm not blaming the player, I'm blaming the system completely. Scott is not a DM.
Yeah, he's not.
He's built like a DM, he's not a DM. Okay? Scott has no clue about what defense is.
That's what Daniel was streaming today. He's seen a bag of shit play in midfield today. And he was like, I know.
What do you think about? You never see Scott on the ground. Like, never. Like, you see Fred from time to time trying it. Like Scott doesn't even try, you know?
Scott does that circle
realizing.
tackle if you got that. That's what he does. You know when you press circle, that standing tackle, that's what Scott does. And then you just see your people play with easy. And then the AI just takes advantage of it. That's exactly what Scott does.
Oh, it's ridiculous what Scott did today. he contributed nothing. I thought he just held space. That's what he did really well today. I thought he knew exactly where he needed to be, and that was behind Paul
You know,
Pogba.
to be honest, we
That's
basically played a 4-2-3 today. That's what we did.
a little bit, yeah, because it's just got run.
So yeah.
Yeah, it was nice to kind of see that idea. It was just implemented exceptionally poorly, and when an idea goes wrong in Ollie's mind at all, he scraps. You'll throw this in the bin. We'll never see
That's
another
very
halting
true.
DM like this again.
That's true.
Because when we played the Diamond well, it went well for 2 games. Here comes Everton. Bang, gone.
Yeah.
So I think the exact same thing is going to happen here. I think he recognizes that
Wow.
Scott did very little, and he is best when he is going forward. So I'm in the position where I'm not blaming the player, I'm blaming the system. I'm going to give him a 3.
Since I don't care how ridiculous it sounds anymore. Buy it for DM. I'm not having it anymore. That's paid by you.
Man, play Lindelof.
Lindelof,
Play
anyone.
fucking Don. It's Don. Don. That's what I feel like Don.
Don,
Don
yeah.
threw government feeling. He was like, "What are you doing, fam? You telling me you're watching Fred
Loki,
and Tomine every week, and you fucking won't play me at DM? Nah, I'm not having it. I'm not having it.
Loki, there's a shout for Carrick.
Carrick will do it. Carrick
He
will
doesn't have the
class.
legs. That's an
Shout for
issue.
Carrick.
Carrick and Matic, you know, 1.5 each. We can do it. We can do it. Trust. We can do it. So
I believe.
I trust. I back Carrick to be better than Matic at those ages. So yeah, let's see. Carrick, get the boots on. You know, stop. Take the earphones out. Let's get the boots on. You know? So yeah, it is. But yeah,
Have some actual use.
yeah, it is what it is. Captain Bruno today. I thought he did okay. To be honest with you, got an assist. Bruno's that pad session. Got an assist. Frustrated today. Overall, didn't get the ball enough. But he always works hard, isn't it? Bruno will do what you want every game. You can never fault Bruno's attempts. You can never fault his desire. He will give everything. He will try everything to win the game, irrespective of the situation. And to be honest with it, he fucking did do it today. Lovely little ball. We've seen Bruno do it many times. That little scoop cross of his from a free kick onto Taylor's bang goal, gets an assist. So for me, it's a classic Bruno save. Stat pad. That's how we like. That's what we like from Bruno. Classic captain as well. Captain. That's how you do it. That's how you do it, Maguire. Learn. Take some notes.
Yeah, no, I think he tried his utmost to make this look good. Bag of shit look good. He tried his utmost. There's nothing more he could have done, really. And he assisted, if I'm not mistaken. So,
Assisted Taylor's as well.
yeah, no. I'm happy with Bruno's performance. I'm going to go with the 7.
The stat pad session is what it is. It was
Yeah,
it
it
clean?
was.
No. Was it classy? No. You just got the job. That's all you did.
That's basically what happened. He just got the job done today, and he walks out the assist. So I think it's an easy jackpot with the 7s.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just a stat padding session from Bruno. He always worked really hard, and his stats always reflect that. So I just keep on working with Bruno. I just hate when he gets frustrated and just loses his head, though. That's the
Because
only
it's
thing
us,
with
fam.
Bruno.
That's us.
That's
That's
been
us.
happening.
We're watching ourselves there. We're like, oh, okay. Nice.
Exactly.
At least we know we're not alone. That's why I love Bruno. I fucking love this guy. I love him. So, it is what it is. Jadon Sancho. It's always a weird one, Sancho, isn't it? He was on the right today for a little bit. Fucking world class on the right today. I'm gonna tell you that much. He looked brilliant on the right. That was great. Some of the skills he did today look better. I think every time Sancho plays, he looks like he just gets better and better. And I think it'll come. Like I said, I think it'll come. I got no problems with Jadon Sancho. The only worry again is tactically, we are not helping this guy at all. All he thinks is Marcus Rashford. He's the complete opposite of Marcus Rashford, and that's the problem. But when Sancho's on the ball's at his feet. This kid, he can do magic. But to be honest with you, it's just average. It's not his fault. It's 100% Ollie's fault. So yeah, 6 out of 10.
As I was watching, I remember a video I watched when we just signed him. And I remember you saying you also watched the video where they were talking about his development in the
Oh
Bundesliga.
yes, the great video.
And how they taught him to not obsess over the dribbling, and sometimes you can make a pass, and all of that. And I'm thinking to myself, he learned that in the Bundesliga, but it's like he's come back to Manchester United, and Ollie's like, no, just hammer on the dribbling. That's all we really want, just take on everyone. And for what we wanted in Ollie Ball, he was decent today, because he was taking on everyone, and clearly that's what Ollie wants. and it was better. It wasn't great, but it was better. And I, I have this worry that it won't really be great for the whole season because of the football we play. I have this worry that we're not gonna get the Jadon Sancho we want because we
Someone
play
said
football.
the reason why Sancho and Donny don't ever play, or they just don't look right, is because they're actually footballers and not these robots
That's true.
who just go and try to get a goal every fucking game or try to do something ridiculous
Yeah.
every game. They play in a system and they're world class when they're in a system. But when it's just like this, where you just tell them to go and live off vibes, they don't work.
But we spend more than 100 million
Yeah, it's
on both of
all he
them.
wants is Sancho more
Fantastic.
than the CDM. He loves McFred.
Fantastic.
He fucking loves McFred more than anything else in the world. So yeah, but yeah,
He's a real manager knows what he wants. And if this guy was serious, we had it, We had Martial, Rashford, Mason. That was his front three. It was working. You bring a DM with a 75 million, and you move, But no, Ole is confused beyond belief. And
somebody said
I guess
don't get Oli any more players, fam. You don't have to use them. You fucking just tell on the bench. You can spend £100 million in a player, he'll chill on the bench.
yeah, and yes, the people in charge of the club don't help, but he doesn't help himself as well because they give him shit and he just smiles about it. Okay, I'll make it work. Okay,
He'll
it's
use
just
the
gonna
shit. He'll
happen.
probably prefer the shit over the class. So
Bloody hell. But yeah, I'll agree with you, 6. I can't give my.
Ew. I'm terrified of what Jadon Sancho is going to be on the right. Every single of the last 2 games, I think actually, where he's played on the right for 5 minutes, and holy shit, does he light it up on the right hand side?
yeah.
Every single time he's there for just 1 or 2 times he gets the ball on that right hand side, he lights it up. He shows the world why he is Jadon Sancho, why he's at Manchester United, and then we will play him on the left. He's right-footed and he's a creator. Man's gonna struggle to primarily use his left foot, obviously.
He's just
It's
doing
a joke.
skills one way on the wing, on the left wing. He's just
It's
doing
such a
skills.
joke. It's a waste of talent.
Yeah.
And Oli keeps on doing this, and it hurts our brains. It's the Mason and the striker situation all over again. It's just why you're not trying to play this player in his position where he is going to be best
Favorite
and get the
He
most results
trusts.
for
He
them.
said it. Probably Mason got more fire, desire from the youth, so you trust Mason more. You
Yeah,
trust Jadon
definitely.
Sancho.
And I just hate those bullshit excuses. I want to see the best players in the best positions.
I tell you what, I'm gonna tell you now.
Yeah.
Spoiler alert: Sancho is better than Bruno today.
Yeah.
He was, and Mason. There's no bigger fan of Mason Greenwood than me, But to be honest with you, last few games Mason Greenwood doesn't deserve to play any more than Jadon Sancho does. So
Yeah. I still don't think Sancho was good today. I don't think he was anywhere near good today. I thought he was average at best, and when he was on the right wing, he was a 9 out of 10, obviously.
yeah,
But I can't get over the fact that we can't use simple logic and just go, if we get Sancho on the right and he gives the ball to Ronaldo, we score goals. If you can't get that basis right, there's something wrong fundamentally. If you think Sancho cutting in and trying to dribble past the fullback every single time is the way to
low
go
key what we
forward,
need is Rashford to come save Sancho's career. Because
yeah,
at least I
we
know
really
where
need
Rashford's playing. Fucking left
Sancho to the
wing.
right. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's literally what we need right now. And the crazy part is he's probably still going to play Mason and Rashford, and we're just going to be. I don't want to think about that. I really don't. It is disgusting.
It comes
And
back.
yeah,
I think it comes back to the style. I just think we don't move the ball intelligently
Fam, we
and
don't
quick
do
enough.
anything
Yes,
intelligently.
Yeah.
and Sancho is
So
genius. He sees the football pitch like Paul Pogba sees the football pitch. He is
Yeah, it's
this
true.
somebody.
He's fucking
He's-
Paul Pogba on
it's
the
exactly
pitch,
like Donny.
Mm.
If you move the ball smart and with with good pace, Donny becomes a good player. Sancho, you see the best of Sancho, But instead of trying to implement that, all I rather say, Mason's ferocious, so he replaced that, and he'll just run at the players. And it doesn't help if you're just running at the players and shooting from impossible angles and not passing to Ronaldo, and there's just no cohesion, and it's just such basic stuff. And it scares you that the manager of Manchester United is not really looking at this, And even at the commentators say, last season was a whole big thing about how Sancho's the final piece. Sancho's the final piece on the right. He's going to complete the attacking trio of Manchester United. Man comes, he's not even playing there. So like, yeah.
No, there's a lot of issues with the Sancho and Donny, and we'll only get more into that with the Ali discussion, I promise. But overall, I just thought Sancho was more on the poor side today, and it's not his fault. It's the system's fault. I'm 100% behind that. But I'm just gonna give him a 5. I think it was subpar.
Okay.
I think he can do better.
But I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet. Goat. 10. See you in the next one. So you don't take him off. And you don't take him off for that reason. Thank you for coming from my TED Talk. Moloto.
Yeah, no. For most of the games, it was shocking to be honest, and it's not really his fault. I don't know. It's not really his fault because he's just not getting the ball. He's not getting the ball. No, let me carry on. Let me finish. He's just not getting the goal. But as you say, he's the goat. Maybe number 2. That's not important. That's not important right now. He is one of the greatest players to ever live. And we saw that at the end of the game, scores from nothing really. And yeah, I'm gonna agree with your 10, not because of that goal, but because I feel sorry for Ronaldo a little bit because
that's what I say though. I'm the same. I'm like, I respect Ronaldo coming for this shit and still winning us games. Nah, you're it. You're actually the good. This is why you're the good. Hey, this is why you're the good. Imagine Messi trying to save us. It's late. I'd feel sorry. I'd be like, it's late, Messi. What did you do? It's just what it is. You won't. We said it before. That's why that's why we love Bruno. Because honestly, Messi, I don't know if he's gonna put up with this. So. Can't take
Exactly.
years.
I can tell you right now, at least Messi's going to pass the ball to Ronaldo.
Yeah, at least Messi pass.
I think that's going to be the main difference, But yeah.
As much as we need to say it,
Mhm.
as much as it's a disgusting thought, Man City was the better choice. Let's just put that out there.
Yeah, no, for sure.
His loyalty is everything.
If he was at City, it's late for everyone.
He's already got the golden boot. He's bagged the golden boot.
He's probably got hat-tricks every week. No doubt.
Yeah. So,
really just set up
his heart
7 goals a day for him,
far.
honestly.
So far, I feel sorry for him. Like in the Villa game, I just felt like Ronaldo just the reality struck.
Yeah.
That's what Ronaldo does, doesn't it?
Oh.
That's why I keep quiet. When people want to say like, "Oh, you see, Ronaldo coasted," but this what I'm like. You keep quiet. You haven't watched enough of this goat, and then he does what he does. So,
I like he gets painted as this person who's gonna throw his toys out the pram, person who's just gonna whine, but he's not. Like at the moment, I'm pretty sure Ronaldo's smart enough to realize he's playing crap football. He's smart enough to realize that he's just not getting the ball.
Yeah.
The ball's just not coming to his feet. At Real Madrid, the ball used to come to his feet. On a basic level, I'm pretty sure Ronaldo can recognize that there's a problem with how we're playing.
Like, why am I not getting tap-ins? At least one. Give me one. I'm desperate. Give me one tap-in, I fucking put it away. But no, I'm gonna shoot on the goal line. And we're just gonna hope. So.
As much as I think we probably need that fire Ronaldo at the moment, but he's putting his head down, and he's just getting on with these. So you can admire it, but it must stop because he needs to shout it all.
Yes.
He needs to go into the dressing room and make a scene. Throw things.
Exactly.
Don't
throw it on the pitch. As long as you throw it at his head in the dressing room, I got no problems, Ronaldo. No problems.
Yeah. Have to say this, Ronaldo has the greatest personality ever to put up with Ali shit here. This man was playing creator today. He was genuinely playing winger, trying to create chances for Edison Cavani to take his striker spot.
I'm telling you, it's a joke. It's a fucking joke.
This man is a legend for how hard he works for this club. Even if he struggled with it, he was still doing it, and then he just gets his chance, literally on the line, and he just puts it away. And that's Ronaldo.
It sounds very similar. It sounds like a certain other Portuguese fellow that we used to speak about before this Portuguese fellow came. So, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. They'll definitely both be talked about in the same night in this club right now.
Yeah. But yeah, man.
You think about it, that was the only clear-cut chance he got in this.
It wasn't even clear. That was a fucking clear chance. That was not clear-cut. I don't know how he scored.
What I'm trying to say is,
only Ronaldo and Messi finished that.
I remember a shot where he was like looking at goals, like shoot. Another shot I remember is when he tried to do that other important one after a cross. I forgot from who, So I feel like that was really the only chance, the only reasonable
That's what I
chance,
said. I
even though
said
it wasn't
81
perfect.
minutes.
And he put it
We
away.
didn't give Ronaldo a big chance. What are we doing as a football club if we're not giving Ronaldo
Like-
chances? So, yeah.
Dude,
It
Foundation.
I mean, you watch him at
Mm.
Real Madrid. They would intentionally try to find him.
Watch
Like,
with Juve.
Juve also did, as shit as they were. And sometimes I just watch Juve because I used to watch Juve because Ronaldo's my favorite. This is Madrid shit. I'm not gonna hide it. This is a Madrid shit. When I fucking watch Ronaldo, it's just Ronaldo. You give him the ball, you know what he's gonna do. Let him score. He lives for this moment. He breathes for this moment. You know, and somehow, it's like we're trying to experiment how shite we can be, and just show how great Ronaldo is. Because how Ronaldo still does this after what we give to him, I don't believe it. He's even
Yeah.
more for good now. He's fucking even more for good. Because it's late. Fucking, I don't know what has to happen. Imagine there was Messi up front. We didn't give Messi a single chance. I'd cry. So yeah, but yeah, Cleo.
I know the same thing if like Tony was up front. This guy's getting slated.
If Tony was there, we don't win that game. This is how it
You
is.
don't want it because he's not going to finish that chance. Tony's a good finisher, but he's not that good.
I,
Ronaldo's one of the greatest finishers of
so-
all time. Only him is really going to finish that kind of chance. And it's the only chance we created for him, like you said. You're very right in saying that. And because he is the level of Cristiano Ronaldo, he put it away to win us the game. Because again, any other striker, even Cavani, I don't think would
I don't think
score
Cavani
that.
will score.
You know,
Maybe Mason,
Cavani must
because
have
Mason
it.
has done it in the past. But yeah, no one scores that.
Current form Mason doesn't score that.
Yeah, can't
I don't
Mason probably score that.
I genuinely don't think if a striker of the quality of Ronaldo was not in that position, you don't score right there. Ronaldo is just a legend. He really is. And he will forever be one of the greatest of all time, no doubt. And we don't have to have the debate of who is the greatest, but he is one of the all-time greats for sure.
Yes.
And yeah, I think his number deserves his rating for today. He got his goal. And again, it was a failure of the system on him. It's a CR7 performance. He gets a 7. He won us the game.
Same.
Undeservedly. Fine, go for it.
Yes, same.
you put it, this man put it dead.
Yeah, exactly. He's not even listening. He just hears Ronaldo 10.
Like,
Ronaldo 10.
it's so unfair because remove the goal. What's the difference between Ronaldo's performance and Tony's performance?
See now. Listen.
Tony's miles ahead. That's the sad
honest.
part.
We need to be Ronaldo
Sorry,
sectional.
Just
See?
for a second. No, should I take
No,
it
no,
for
no,
a
no.
second?
Okay,
Just to-
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
But
That's bad.
I promise you right now, if Tony versus Ronaldo right now, Tony gets a 6 because he's actually going to link up play. Ronaldo offered nothing. He offered nothing until he swapped to the wing. Honestly,
This is the thing. There's some games where Tony doesn't really do the whole lot for,
yeah.
and it looks exactly the same as Ronaldo looked today. He's just standing there because not because he's a crap player. The ball is just not coming.
It's
So,
it's a failure on the system, not on the player. But I can promise you right now, Martial gets a higher rating than Ronaldo on a day like today.
I don't think our fan base gives him the higher rating. Fan base slates him and says he's lazy. That's what
Yeah.
happens. Ronaldo will get away with it.
But Ronaldo presses even less.
Ronaldo's fault.
That's the sad part. Ronaldo does even less. He runs even less. He does so much less. And until he was on the wing, I barely knew Ronaldo was playing, if I'm being honest. I'm sorry, but.
You can come back, shouldn't you?
It's not good for my health if I hear Ronaldo say.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, moving on. Mason Greenwood. It's not there. It's not there at the moment.
Real Mentali.
Yeah, it's not there at the moment. It's probably Ollie's fault. We were not helping Greenwood. Greenwood definitely did not help himself last game. I'm a bit worried, can't lie. This is one of my favorite players at Manchester United, so I'm a bit worried. It's very concerning. But like Greenwood, like I've said, with the whole England situation thing happen, Mason Greenwood does have these periods. And he rightly does get these periods because he's still very, very young. He's freaking 19 years old. But when he's on it, oh Jesus Christ, help us. Because he's on it. So at the moment, it's not happening. I think he does deserve some time off. You know, he's a youngster. He doesn't have to play every game. He can, but he doesn't have to. So it's not going well. And like I said, I thought he was worse than Jadon Sancho today. So I'm gonna give him a 5. I thought Sancho at least I knew what he offered me. Greenwood today, I didn't really feel like he didn't offer me anything. No dribbles, no runs, no passes, nothing. And this man is a Messi fan, true and true. I'm telling you. You don't like Ronaldo, this guy.
That Mason guy. He's been brainwashed by Ollie. That's what's happening here. Like, this is a
Ollie,
common
I'll
type of
Actually,
rhetoric.
it's a lot.
Actually, Basin was growing. He was growing. You know, he was crossing now. He was creating. I was like, no, run. You know, you're never gonna score if you. I remember seeing a video that became popular where all I was saying, shoot, shoot. You're never gonna score if you don't shoot. And we see it. That's exactly what he tells them. He tells them just run and shoot. And now Mason has regressed, in my opinion, in terms of his play because of Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. I'm not gonna hide it. That's how I feel.
Yeah. How much you giving him?
Oh, I'll match you 5.
I can tell you one thing Mason offered today. He switched wings. That's what he offered today.
For about the solid 5 minutes.
Yeah, that was it. That's all Mason offered today. He didn't even try and pop as many shots as he did before. So I'm exceptionally disappointed. That's a 4 from me.
Yeah, hey, Mason, boy.
Yeah.
You need to leave Ollie, boy. Don't listen to him. I'm telling you. He's killing you. Don't listen to Ollie.
Trust yourself. Just trust
Yeah,
him.
go
bro.
speak to Ronaldo, please, boy.
You-
I know you
you
like
should-
Messi. It's time. Messi's old now. He's farming. You know, little Messi, leave him alone. Ronaldo's right next to him. Just go speak to him. You know, go speak to him. I know you don't like him, but go speak to him. You know, I promise you, you'll learn a lot more from Ronaldo than you will from Messi. Okay, so just don't listen to Ollie. Go speak to CR7. And when he says pass him the fucking ball, pass him the ball. Okay, we'll work on your goals later on in life. Okay, from the moment of the societies. Anyways, I'm gonna keep this one short and sweet as well. Tactically clueless, saved by individual brilliance. Vibes FC. He's lucky he's got the goat. I'm happy that he kept the goat on. So for that reason, I give him a 1.
I think we should change this thing. We shouldn't make it how how good was Ole. It should be how crap was Ole. At least there'll be high numbers like, if we turn like
give
that.
Ollie a 10 for sure. For shite. Right, there we go. Yeah, we can give him a 10 for shite.
Yeah, I'm just tired of speaking about this guy. Like, I don't know what more to say. Like, if the viewers don't know what I think, you can watch the last episode, and the episode before that, and the episode before that. It's all the same things. It's all the same mistakes that never change.
Yeah.
So, even a 0 isn't good enough. Minus 1,000. It's getting old, but minus 1,000.
Man.
It's late. It's really simple in my books as well. I think he did one positive thing today, and that was to try to play a bit more expansive with the 4-3-3. I don't think it was executed all that well, but it was a nice 10. I don't think the subs were good. I don't think the player choice was okay. I would have preferred to not see Scott and Mason personally. Yeah, so that is a realistic rating 4.
Oh, damn. Look at that Ollie propaganda.
Exactly.
4.
It's only
It's Ollie in, boys. Tell you what.
Solid 4.
And I was even contemplating giving him an extra 1 for the 4-3-3. I can't be asked, man. I honestly can't be asked. I can't be asked. Yeah, I'm not interested either in that fucking 4-3-3. So, ish, nice try. Not good enough. Not good enough. You're lucky you got Ronaldo. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
You're lucky you got this
No.
team in general. So, it is what it is. But anyways, yeah, gentlemen, it's been a good show. When will we play again? We play on Saturday, I believe, isn't it?
I think so, yeah.
So I think a match preview, I don't know, sometime probably tomorrow or the next day following, always. But Clay will also do his show, so stay tuned for that, because everyone clearly liked the Mason Gunu show. So we're gonna do those type of style more videos that Clay will do. And yeah, we'll see some more content overall on the channel. So subscribe if you're new, smash a like, don't hate each other. Yeah, that's
Hate
what-
Ollie.
I can't even say hate Ollie because some people just love him, so I can't just don't hate each other. We'll check you in the next one. We're all depressed. We're all in this together. We just want the best, and we'll all see you all very soon for another week of therapy, because that's what it is at this point. It's fucking therapy. So we'll check you all very soon. Goodbye.